Hey there! Welcome to the world of algebra. Let's talk about algebra, a subject that might seem daunting at first glance, a word that sounds intimidating and often conjures up images of complex equations and abstract concepts, but is really just math puzzles. Think of it as a collection of brain teasers, each waiting to be solved. You already use algebra every day without realizing it. From calculating the tip at a restaurant to figuring out the best deal at the grocery store, algebra is all around us. It's about finding missing pieces using clues. Like a detective solving a mystery, you'll use the information you have to uncover what's hidden. Think of algebra as a language with numbers and variables, a way to express mathematical relationships in a concise and powerful way. Letters like X or Y that stand for unknowns. These variables are simply placeholders for numbers we haven't yet discovered. The rules of algebra are logical and fair, ensuring that every step you take is justified and leads you closer to the solution, making it a reliable tool for solving problems. Once you understand these rules, you'll be able to tackle any algebraic challenge with confidence. We're going to focus on the basics, the fundamental concepts that form the foundation of algebra, solving for one unknown. We'll start with simple equations and gradually build up your skills. By the end, you'll know what a variable is and how it represents an unknown quantity in an equation, how to handle an equation, understanding the importance of balance and how to manipulate it to isolate the variable, and the steps to find your answer. We'll break down the process into manageable steps, making it easy to follow along and understand. Algebra isn't a monster. It's not something to be feared or avoided. It's a friendly guide with cool tricks. It's a set of tools and techniques that can help you solve problems and make sense of the world around you. Learning a bit of algebra boosts your confidence, empowering you to tackle challenges you might have previously shied away from, and sharpens your mind. It's like a workout for your brain, strengthening your problem-solving skills and improving your critical thinking abilities. It's not just about passing tests, although it will certainly help with that. It's about seeing patterns and solutions everywhere. You'll start to notice mathematical relationships in unexpected places, from the arrangement of objects to the flow of traffic. We'll break everything into bite-sized pieces, making it easy to digest and remember. No boring lectures, I promise, just simple explanations and fun examples. We'll use real-world scenarios and relatable situations to illustrate the concepts. Get ready to become an algebra rock star. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can master the basics and start solving problems with confidence. Let's do this. Let's embark on this exciting journey together and unlock the power of algebra. You might wonder, when will I use this in real life? The answer? All the time. Saving for a game, planning a road trip, or scaling a recipe? These are all algebra problems. Algebra helps you make smart decisions about money, time, and more. It's used in jobs from engineering to graphic design to fitness training. Learning algebra is mental weightlifting. It builds your problem-solving muscles. It's not just for school, it's a tool for life. That's a superpower you'll use everywhere. Welcome to the world of algebra, where the abstract becomes tangible and the unknown starts to reveal itself. The star of algebra, the key to unlocking its secrets, is the variable. A variable is simply a letter, a symbol, that stands for a number you don't know yet. It's a placeholder for a value we're trying to discover. Think of it as a detective, searching for clues to uncover a hidden number. X is the classic, the go-to variable, but don't feel limited. Any letter works. Y, Z, A, B, even Greek letters like theta. The choice is yours. It's just a placeholder, a blank space waiting to be filled, like a box with a mystery inside, holding a secret number. For example, in the equation x plus 5 equals 15, we have a variable x. X is the unknown quantity, the number we need to find to make the equation balance. It's the missing piece of the puzzle. Variables aren't just abstract symbols. They're powerful tools that allow us to translate real-life situations, everyday scenarios, into simple, manageable math sentences. They give us a way to represent the unknown and solve for it. Let's say you're saving up to buy a new video game that costs $60. You already have $20 saved, and you're earning $10 every week from your allowance or a part-time job. We can use a variable to represent the number of weeks it will take to reach your goal. Let's use W for the unknown number of weeks. Now we can write an equation. 20 plus 10W equals sine 60. This equation represents your savings situation. When a number is placed directly next to a variable, like in the term 10W, it implies multiplication. So 10W means 10 times W, or 10 multiplied by the number of weeks. This shorthand notation is a standard practice in algebra, and it keeps equations concise and neat. Don't let these letters intimidate you or scare you away. They're simply tools, like rulers or protractors, that help us write and solve problems clearly and efficiently. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find the specific number that, when substituted for the variable, makes the equation a true statement. Every equation containing a variable is essentially a puzzle, a challenge, with a hidden solution waiting to be discovered. Once you start to see variables not as obstacles, but as friendly guides, algebra becomes significantly more approachable and easier to understand. Next up, we're going to delve into the most important fundamental rule for solving these algebraic puzzles. Ready to unlock the secrets? Here's the golden rule of algebra. Whatever you do to one side of an equation, do to the other. Picture a balancing scale. The equals sign keeps both sides level. If you subtract from one side, subtract from the other. Same for adding, multiplying, or dividing. This keeps your equation fair and balanced. Think of it as a game with equal rules for both teams. This principle unlocks every equation you'll solve. Always ask, did I keep it balanced? Master this, and you'll solve equations with confidence. Before solving, tidy up each side of the equation by combining like terms. Like terms share the same variable or are just numbers. For example, 4x plus 3x becomes 7x. 10, 4 becomes 6. Simplify so you have at most one variable term and one number on each side. This makes the next steps much easier. Think of it as organizing your tools before building. Combining like terms first prevents confusion. Always tidy up before moving things across the equal sign. Once your equation is tidy, it's time to isolate the variable. Use the golden rule and inverse operations, opposites like subtraction for addition, division for multiplication. Example, 7x plus 2 equals sine 23. Subtract 2 from both sides. 7x equals sine 21. Now divide both sides by 7, x equals sine 3. That's it. The variable stands alone and you've solved the puzzle. The process: undo addition, subtraction, then multiplication, division. Always keep the equation balanced. This step-by-step method works every time. Isolating the variable is like unwrapping a present, layer by layer. Practice this and you'll solve any basic equation. All right, let's dive into the world of algebra and solve an equation together, step by step. We'll break down each part, so it's crystal clear. Don't worry, even if it looks intimidating at first, we'll tackle it together. Here's our equation. 2a plus 9, 5a equals sine 18. This might look complex, but we'll simplify it. Remember, the goal is to isolate a on one side of the equation. First, let's identify and combine those like terms. Like terms are those that contain the same variable, in this case, a. So we have 2a and 5a. Combining them gives us 2a, 5a equals sine 3a. Make sure to pay attention to the signs. Now our equation looks simpler. 3a plus 9 equals sine 18. We're making progress. The next step is to isolate the term with a. To isolate 3a, we need to get rid of the plus 9. We do this by subtracting 9 from both sides of the equation. Remember, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other to keep the equation balanced. Subtracting 9 from both sides gives us 3a equals sine 9. We're almost there. Just one more step to find the value of a. Now, to solve for a, we need to divide both sides of the equation by -3. This will isolate a completely. Dividing both sides by -3, we get a equals sign -3, and there you have it, the solution to our equation. But wait, we're not done yet. It's crucial to check our answer to make sure it's correct. To check, we plug -3 back into the original equation. So we substitute -3 for a in the original equation. 2 minus 3 plus 9, 5 minus 3 equals sine 18. Now let's simplify. This simplifies to -6 plus 9 plus 15 equals 18, which further simplifies to 18 equals sine 18. It works. Our solution is correct. So remember the key steps. Simplify by combining like terms, isolate the variable, solve for the variable, and always check your answer. Checking your answer not only catches any potential mistakes, but also builds your confidence in your problem-solving abilities. It's a win-win. This systematic process isn't just for this specific equation. It's a versatile approach that works for any basic algebraic equation you might encounter. So remember these key principles. Combine those like terms to simplify, use inverse operations to isolate the variable, and, most importantly, always take the time to check your answer. With consistent practice, these steps will become second nature, and you'll be solving algebraic equations with ease and confidence. You've now got the tools and the knowledge. Now it's time to put them to good use. Embrace the challenge and start solving. Let's keep going and tackle more algebraic challenges together. The more you practice, the better you'll become. Mistakes happen. Here's how to avoid the most common ones. Don't forget the golden rule. Always do the same thing to both sides. Be careful with negative signs. They can flip your answer. Only combine like terms. Don't mix variables with plain numbers. Double-check your calculations. Small math errors can throw off your answer. Write each step clearly to stay organized. Always check your answer by plugging it back into the original equation. These habits catch errors and make you a stronger problem solver. Learning from mistakes is part of the process. Stay patient and keep practicing. You've finished your crash course in algebra. Algebra is just solving puzzles with variables. Your new superpower. Remember the golden rule. Keep equations balanced. Tidy up, isolate the variable, and use inverse operations. Check your answers to build confidence. Mistakes are normal. Learn from them and keep going. Algebra is a skill anyone can master with practice. You've got this. Your algebra adventure starts now.